Alright, quick little video for the wife's car. Maybe somebody can help me out there. I've been watching a lot of videos, subscribing to a lot of people. So, did the timing belt, water pump, tensioner, everything. Car drove fine, ran fine, everything was good on the car. And then my wife sped into a parking lot and it kind of hit. And she said ever since then it's been vibrating. So I don't really know if that's what happened. But anyway, it changed. Every motor mount is brand new. So the motor mount here, motor mount down there, the motor mount back there. Every tranny mount is brand new. So there's one that sits right in here. Then there's two on the bottom of the transmission. Changed everything, every motor mount, everything on this car. I even bought a new harmonic balancer. Brand new harmonic balancer. I did new spark plugs. I tested all the coils. I even swapped coils with my car. My car doesn't do anything this car does. Took this plenum cover off. It was clean in there. It had a little bit of I don't know, maybe a little bit of carbon, but it wasn't as bad as anybody's that I've watched on YouTube. Cleaned that all off. I cleaned the throttle body. I've checked every vacuum line. Every vacuum line is connected. The vacuum lines for the motor mounts are still connected. So last night I ended up taking the intake manifold off and take the valve covers off, and I adjusted all the valves. Found out that intake was tight, but not really tight. But the exhaust was really tight on both cylinders here, and that cylinder. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 and 3 were really tight on the exhaust. 2 was tight on the intake. 4 was intake and exhaust. 5 was exhaust, and 6 was good. So yeah, I adjusted them all, got them all within spec, which is intake is 0.22 millimeters, and then the exhaust is 0.30 millimeters. Anyway, got them all done. I don't know what else to do. There's still a little bit of vibration. I've checked every nut, every bolt underneath this car. The subframe is completely tight. The only thing I can think is maybe something in the transmission, maybe something in the torque converter came apart. One of the fins might have come apart. I don't know. The only thing is in reverse. So in park it vibrates a little bit. Drive it vibrates a lot more. With the air conditioning on, it drives a lot more when it's kicked on. But in reverse, even with the AC on, it goes away. So that's what I'm thinking. Motor mount, I've replaced the back motor mount, I want to say 3 times. And these are all motor mounts from O'Reilly. So they're supposed to be a better grade than AutoZone. So I don't know. I don't know if I should just go with Honda motor mounts, because it kind of seems like it's a motor mount deal. It kind of feels like it's a solid motor mount because I'm getting no misfire codes. I'm not getting any codes whatsoever. I unplug every coil. The engine dogs down. You know, you unplug it, wants to almost shut off. Plug them back in. Go through that whole cycle. I don't know what's wrong with this car. I figure I'm just gonna let my wife drive it into the ground. I went and drove it. Thing hits rev limiter perfectly fine. It goes up RPMs perfectly fine. I don't know what it is. The only thing I can think is maybe fuel filter. It's starving for fuel a little bit, but I don't know. So this is a mixture of my spark plugs versus her spark plugs. So this is from my car. I can tell you which ones are from my car. All these rustic ones are from So those 6 are from my car, and then these, I had them all organized. So these, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was from her car when we first got it. And then I did a spark plug change. I can tell because how they're rusted right there, and then how these aren't, because these are newer. So when we first got her car, I did a tune-up. These were the spark plugs out of it. So we have, oh dang, oh well, that one's no good anymore. But anyways, you can see the spark plug difference. So this was number 4. It's broke now, but yeah, it's all cracked. The ceramic's cracked, so I'm gonna throw this one away. Anyway, and then this was number 5. So this was 4. Sorry, this was 4 and this was 5 because 4 was really dirty. Or sorry, take that back again. This is 5. This is 4 because 5 was really dirty because I changed coils on number 5. But anyway, yeah. So, but yeah, anyways, this is cracked, broken. I don't want to get it mixed up in there, but, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the car. I bought a leak down test and a compression test. I'm going to let her drive it like this for a while, and then do a leak down test and a compression test. I already did a compression test with the leak down test and everything. And so I ended up buying my own because I rented a compression tester from AutoZone. I did that. I only had like 20 to 25 psi between cylinders, so it was like 170. Like there was a bunch of 170, 140, 145. I wrote them all down, but they were in this box, and I tore this box down and threw it away. So I ended up buying my own compression tester, so I don't have to run into town. And I haven't done a leak down test, but I bought a leak down tester to test it. I was testing vacuum with my vacuum gauge, or my vacuum setup here, and vacuum is all good. Anyways, I don't know, I'm stuck. Maybe you guys can help me out or recommend a video to look at. But mainly I want to do the leak down test to see if there's anything. Maybe a valve got bent, I don't know how. Maybe the tensioner was junk and it sprung and it allowed one of the cams to rotate faster. Maybe it was just a weak tensioner, I don't know. But when I took the tensioner, because I took it all back apart and I tested the tensioners and they weren't weak, you know, it took a lot of pressure to move it. I even stuck the stock factory tensioner back in there, and those are Continental parts, timing belt kit, so Continental water pump, tensioner, belt, and the other pulleys that are in there. It's all a kit, a Continental kit from a place called Factory Auto Parts, which you have to be a dealer, own your own shop or whatever. You have to be authorized to buy through them. Anyways, guys, that's it. I don't know. I'm lost. I just want to 2 bombs on it. Anyway, so I might be looking into getting her a new car or a newer car, because I don't need her driving this car and breaking down while I'm out on the road. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do what you guys do. Later.